Two, one. Hey, welcome everyone. This is the Ready Up Monday stream. Normally, this is my solo stream where I play retro games or play something on my Steam backlog. But occasionally we like to swap it out and have some guests on, and I'm very pleased to say that tonight we have a couple of special guests. Last time we had people from the Table Flip team showing off their game Sure Footing, and this week we have Dazz and Greg from Did You Know Gaming and the Spriters resource. Along with them is Dean joining me.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'd like to give
MVP.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about this before the start of the stream. Like, Dean isn't on here as often as he used to be, but he's still around.
So it's a special occasion.
But Daz and Greg, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I mean, we run a YouTube channel called Did You Know Gaming.
You may have heard of it.
Well, some people have heard of it. Not everybody.
That's
you never
true.
know.
That's true.
My arrogance can only inflate to a certain level when being a guest on somebody's stream, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so we run Did You Know Gaming, and we don't do everything on there. We're sort of part of a big team, and we also do the Spriters resource, which I sort of made. I can't even remember when I made it now. It's been a very long time.
Now I know Did You Know Gaming is the big thing, right? But I have a personal love for the Spriters resource as someone who sort of grew up on like emulation and like sprite sheets, and just some of the deep dives in there are fantastic. So
it's a really interesting one with the Spriters resource, because nowadays, especially, like, it's actually starting to breach the gaming world with Sonic Mania and everything.
Yeah.
Most of the people who worked on it were old members of our forums. And
oh wow!
Was Christian Whitehead one of your forums?
I don't remember who Christian Whitehead was, but I know Tyson Hess was. I mean, we were doing stuff way back together with. I can't even remember what the name of the board was. I think it was called the USSR. Oh. It was the United Spriters and Sprite Resources.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And Aftervision, which was another forum. But yeah, that was like spriting days. That was crazy times, man.
Oh, well, yeah, I loved all that. That was back when, it was a little more difficult to maybe get a hold of a completely legal version of Photoshop. And instead,
yeah, very true.
Instead, you were using like 30-day trials of like Paint Shop
Pro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Paint Shop Pro, and what was the other one I used to use? Fireworks.
I've not thought about that one in a long time.
It's a name I haven't heard in years.
I edited a font table ripped from Dragon Ball Z Super Gokuden 2 on the SNES to try and get English characters in there using fireworks. And so I had to. That's what I learned about, like, that's how I learned about transparency, what PNGs were.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
Alpha channels.
Ooh. Alpha channels, yeah.
All
absolutely.
the good stuff.
Because we grew up just using Paint. That's how we did everything. Like the Spriters resource without Paint, that website would have never even existed.
So like, used to have to edit the like RPG Maker tile sets.
Yeah.
And like the green, and like you were like, okay, does this one use green for transparency or does it use the weird purple?
And that's the thing; it never made any sense.
And never made any sense.
When you move into like actual image editing software, you're like, make it transparent.
This just works. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like weirdly hacking around everything and like knowing all these rules that you should. Oh, it was crazy days. I remember as well. We've got a lot of people in the chat already. 12 viewers. We've got Vegety is one of the Ready Up team. Stealth is one of our subscribers. I have no idea who Benju is, but welcome, Benju. And a shout out to Small Z, who's also one of the Ready Up team. I forgot to advertise, despite all the promotion I've done for this stream. I totally forgot to like actually mention it on our Discord. So I'm just gonna go copy and paste that.
Just leave a quick note.
Yeah, just like doing fairly big stream.
Dude, in all honesty, whenever we do streams, we're just like, okay, we'll play this game, and we'll do it now.
Yeah, 5 minutes before. Oh, we're going live, guys. Hope you like watching.
I may have overthought this a little bit, yes. No, when we play...
You've already got more viewers than we ever get on our streams. So
no way. I came here because I like the Spriters resource and also like Puyo Puyo, so it was an easy watch for me. Great stuff,
good
Benju.
man.
Excellent.
There's so many Puyo Puyo games on the Spriters resource. The community behind Puyo Puyo is crazy, man.
And where's
there's so many, like, I don't know if you've seen, there's like RPGs of Puyo Puyo, and
sounds great.
It's bizarre.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's what got this game released, right? Because we were originally going to cover this as a region-locked game.
Yeah.
And then it came out, so before we finished it, and it's like, oh, okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we actually still have the script just sitting there, and it's like...
Yeah.
While I copy across all these Discord links, do you want to tell our viewers what region locked is?
Oh, yeah. You do that, Greg.
Sure. Region locked is where we take a look at games that are region locked. Not a huge surprise. Not a huge surprise.
You're selling this really well, Greg, I've got to say.
Since the audience is predominantly US, it's mostly games that come from like Japan or Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
Because actually we've been looking to do some American ones, but the problem is that most of them are Madden.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
Great. So Madden wasn't released because nobody likes American football except Americans, apparently.
To be fair, we kind of have that over here where we have a lot of cricket games that weren't taken over there.
Yeah. A lot of those. And there's like just a bunch of weird like PlayStation 2 PAL games made by like tiny publishers.
Yeah,
you've got the Phoenix Games game.
Yeah, the saga that is Phoenix Games.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We just cover sort of region lock games, some pretty like you got some pretty out there ones, some that are pretty normal. It's actually really surprising that they never got a release, especially like our most recent one was Fatal Frame 4, and you think like every other Fatal Frame game has come out, so why not this one?
Yeah, I've got 1 through 3 on my USPSN account. So
did you discover why?
Well, that was the best thing about this episode for us, because we were trying to work out what it was, and then like a million people said a million different things, and none of them had any business saying any of it.
Yeah, they even had like ads run in magazines saying that it's coming out, and then it just never did.
Oh, wow.
Nintendo denied that they were the ones who were able to publish it. And then the company that made the game came out and said, guys, they can publish it and they're not. We don't know why.
But we respect it.
But we respect that decision.
And then
gritted teeth.
Xseed Games VP Ken Berry decided to go ahead and say, well, if you're talking about Fatal Frame on the Wii, it's coming out, guys. Not going to say who, but it's coming. And it's like, you're not even part of the company in any shape or form. It did anything to do with anything.
So just fuel on the fire, I think.
I just finished reading Superpower Spoony Bards and Silverware, which is about the SNES and like Nintendo's policies around it and everything. Book that came out like last year, and like that doesn't surprise me because he's talking in that book about kind of Nintendo being really kind of locked down and doing lots of stuff that are like, they'd sign deals with developers to put out a certain amount of games and then just put out a fraction of them so they didn't compete with their own products and stuff like that. Really shady stuff.
Right?
The infamous example on the NES is the multiple publisher label thing that they created fake labels. Like, so Activision had 5 fake labels. Well, I think it was Acclaim and Activision were the two bad ones.
Konami as well.
Konami had to do it.
Ultra play the game.
Yeah,
because they had the same thing on the Mega Drive or Genesis as well, didn't they? They had it was like an embargo. Basically, they could only release a certain amount of games a year. So then they just started making these weird shell companies and putting out really good games through random companies.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Puyo Puyo now.
Yeah, should we get into a game?
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. Also,
let's do that. We can chat while we're...
I'm going to read a bit of the chat first. Benju says he's from Europe, or they're from Europe, I shouldn't assume. They're from Europe, and they actually own Doshin the Giant. Man,
good game.
I remember so clearly in 97, 98, 99, reading about Doshin the Giant coming to the N64 DD. Honest.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was...
I still, to be fair, that's one I'm still confused about as to why that's Europe and Japan exclusive on the GameCube. Because it's like, the GameCube was a big seller in the US, and Doshin the Giant is like the perfect marketable game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird, God Sim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where everyone's really happy. And it's like, well, that's Nintendo.
And we've got some Rakuga kids. Is that the...
Yeah.
Is that the puzzle fighter?
It's
No,
a cartoon style. It's a similar art style to Parappa the Rapper, but it's a fighting game.
I remember it now. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've covered that on Region Lock previous.
yeah,
Nice.
that was a game that we had when we were kids.
Well,
Good times.
It was not that good.
I'm going to open up a 3-player room for our Puyo Tetris. And what's everybody
Three
feeling?
player?
No, as in 3. The F-
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, Stealth was talking to us about this last week before the stream. His favorite European exclusive is the weird version of Sonic 2 on the Master System.
Oh yeah.
On the Master
yeah,
System.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
I forgot that the Master System had a lot of.
It has a
European
bunch of like
exclusives.
weird.
Well, I
games. There's like one like Tales' Adventure and all these like.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a Game Gear.
Oh, that was
game, I
technically a
think,
Game
wasn't
Gear
it?
one. I always get them
Yeah.
confused because they're basically the same hardware. But...
Yeah, totally, man, totally.
Because
That's why Sonic 2, it's the same thing.
Yeah. But the Master System was pretty much European and South America exclusive. Like, I don't think it, on paper, I don't think it actually was, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
No,
one had it except us.
and the thing
Like,
is,
Brazil, it's still popular.
the thing is, it was nuts here. It was huge. I remember all my friends either having like Commodore 64s, Master Systems, and maybe if they were a bit rich, they maybe picked up an Amiga or something.
We had the Amiga. That was the
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Bit
even,
Monkey Island.
don't even get me started on the Amiga. Everybody in the chat knows how much I love the Amiga. Okay, like I'm always banging on about it.
I think
Let's
like-
not go down that road then.
Yeah.
No,
For a home
let's
console,
do
like,
that later. Yeah, absolutely.
The Master System was the absolute tits.
Yeah,
Like,
the Master
it just-
System was pretty awesome, and I was extremely pleased about Dragon's Trap last year.
Yeah,
Because
Do you
that-
remember Blaster Master on the Master System?
we have
course.
the adventure
Really?
book.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's like those choose your own adventure books where they made one for Blaster Master.
Really? Oh wow.
So
I
bizarre.
always think of Blaster Master as the NES version, but was there was a Master System version?
Yeah, that's how I played it.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure anyway.
I've got a stunning announcement for you, everyone. I have received one new item in my Steam inventory. I'm going to assume it's a card for Puyo Tetris.
Yes. Cash in.
I got all excited about that earlier when I installed the game, and I had 3 new ones. I was like, yeah.
If anybody in the chat, and this isn't just me being I mean, it is me being shameless, but did you know gaming has actually officially broken our overlay with the latest follower there? So if someone with a shorter username could give us a follow, please. So
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
I've never any of our streams. I've never seen that happen. That's the first
Believe it or
thing.
not, my real full name is longer than that.
Awesome. Yeah, great.
God, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Nice. All right. What kind of Puyo Tetris do we want to start with? Do we want to just do classic verses so we can pick,
I think a versus is simple.
Yeah, have a little warm up.
and then we can dive into the weirder stuff?
This might be the first time I played this game.
Have you played Puyo Puyo or Tetris?
I have, yes,
You've
but I've
played
just
this
not
game.
played this combination of the two. To be fair, actually, I don't know if I have played Puyo Puyo, but I've played like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah,
It's literally
Gather is
identical.
the same, so
Yeah.
that's my experience of that game. Basically, was getting that on the Mega Drive. So.
Thank you, Benju. I see Benju says my name isn't short, but I'll follow anyway. I'll take it.
Thanks.
Excellent. All right. What is the general opinion in here about hold?
Oh, I always have hold on.
I always have hold on. I've
Okay.
gotten too used to it now.
Okay, I'll leave hold on.
I can play with
Hold
that,
on.
but,
Hold on.
If you leave
Hold on a
you're-
second here.
You're
Hold on
going
a
to see some
second.
serious shit.
Right. So, oh man, we're getting a couple of follows here. I'm hearing the coin. Let's see, players. The 4 the merrier. Excellent. Room icon doesn't really matter too much. Room tag is everybody, but it's private anyway. Let's get creating.
How do we join said game?
I'm
That's
going
a
to
good question.
assume I'm going to send out some friend invites right now. So
Oh, marvelous.
there's one.
Yeah, it took me about 10 minutes to realise that you have to hit the F key. Oh, you're using a controller, I see.
I'm using a
I
controller.
did my research, man. No, the controller is enabled through Steam Overlay, which is a bit shonky in itself sometimes, but Oh, fantastic! Everyone's all got the custom icons and everything here.
Custom icons?
Oh no, it just
I don't
happens.
have a. How do I change my person? My person is the same as your person.
You can change your greeting.
I think you press Y and then you can edit your profile and do all that cool jazz.
Nice
so we
to
just
meet
need
you.
to ready up.
I'm just gonna do thanks for joining, and yes, that is the joke. We love to do that and go, come on everyone, ready up. Do you know the amount of sites that wanted to take that name from us?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
But we got there first. All right. I should clarify to everybody watching on the stream. I'm okay at Tetris, but in a competitive setting, I'm going to be pretty below average. So
I've played Tetris once or twice.
You shut your mouth.
I'm going to be Dog Beers. Here. His name is apparently. Is Dean going to be the only PUYO?
You probably. I'm going to be this fish dude because he looks cool.
The fish dude sounds awesome in Japanese, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I have English set right now for the VA, but the Japanese fish sounds amazing. Oh, we can team up later. Excellent.
Oh yeah, I didn't even thought about that.
Fantastic. Off we go.
Where am I? Yes. What's rotate? There we go. Oh no. Oh no.
God.
Brace yourself for this.
It's been so long! Thanks for the follows, everybody in the chat. We've got Dead1TE. Presumably Benju has also followed us. And later on, once I'm feeling a bit more shameless, I'll advertise our sub benefits, but we're really not at that stage yet.
Not at that stage in the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Tetris!
we'll get there.
Tetris!
You should at least buy me a drink first.
That's
Yeah.
it, exactly. You gotta warm up to these things.
What? People keep chucking blocks onto my screen. It's really rude. It almost makes me think I'm not doing very well. Right, that's a good combo. No, it isn't.
I'm so
No,
bad
'cause I
at
didn't
this.
expect that to happen.
I wanted to Tetris up, but nope.
Oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Well, see, the
PUYO
problem-
Oh, no.
is significantly harder, in my opinion. Oh no, I bugged it up.
Oh god, it's all falling apart. Okay, I'm ready.
Ooh, tight corner here.
No. No, don't do that. Yes, no. Oh god.
Hello, welcome, Chillmaker. Susan, if you can do a favour for me and keep an eye on the chat for me, that would be great, thanks. When we're playing, I mean. Interact with the chat.
Yeah, it's somewhat impossible to.
maybe we should have picked a different game. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm having a hard enough time concentrating on just the
I
game.
think I might be dead soon, so I can check.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I've got one in.
Guys,
it.
I got a new item in my inventory.
Yes.
I thought I'd let you all know. Oh no! Oh no!
Me and Dean are out. Me and Dean are out.
Yeah, it's like we can see where the kind of weak link in this chain. It's the ready up
I
side.
did alright on the score front though, Dean.
Did you? What's my score?
Uh,
Oh yeah, your score. How come your score was like 6 times my score, and yet we died at the same time?
Tetris and PUYO, man, 2 different ball games.
two different
Yeah.
beasts. It's in.
I think I'm going to lose. Yeah, there we go.
Dazz, you're a bit of a beast at this.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Tetris.
Oh, damn. We were joking earlier, chat, about doing Tetris Grandmasters, but we're really not going to go there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
At least
Stealth CP asks if someone is playing Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine instead of Tetris, and that is me.
That is Dean indeed.
That is me. Do not apologise.
No, oh my
Oh,
god!
that went the wrong way.
Just the speed it
Oh,
Dazz is
God.
going at. Oh my god, I can't. And he's properly lining up Tetrises. A Tetris, by the way, for those who don't know, is actually 4 lines. Everybody probably knows that, but just in case you don't,
At this point, it's common knowledge.
yeah, it's not
If you're
really a
in the
digital
Tetris game.
Did you know? I've got Did you know for you.
Oh yeah.
Tetris related. Did you know that the designer of the modern Tetris logo is one Roger Dean? Roger Dean is a fairly prolific... oh god, it went in wrong place! No, I've screwed this! This isn't Tetris Battle Guide then! Ah! I can't save it with Ninja Kid's powers, no!
No.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose again. Story of my life.
Me, Greg, we're just hanging out in the loser's room. Although, Greg, I've got to say, your scores kind of destroyed mine, so I think you're alright. But yes, Roger Dean, he was a fairly prolific album cover artist from the 70s and 80s, with a very distinct style.
Did he do the Yes album covers?
Possibly? His style is incredibly distinctive, and I still maintain that he is the main inspiration, or one of the inspirations, for the colour palettes and style in No Man's Sky.
Really?
I still maintain that. If you go have a look at some of his artwork, you're like, oh, yeah, I see it now. And also some of the like forestry in Horizon Zero Dawn. What are we doing? We going back to lobby, or are we retrying this? Because I think at the moment we're getting steamrolled.
I want to retry. I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I've got at least one win in me.
Alright, yeah, go for it. Okay.
I've been wrong before.
I think the thing is that with Tetris, it's like just pattern recognition. So if you play Tetris for so long, you just become really good at it.
It's almost a different game when you're watching those people who play Grandmasters. They're just like, they know the pattern intrinsically.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. I wish I could be anywhere near that.
They're
level,
like, this part is coming now. They know. But yeah, so Roger Dean, really influential artist. He designed the current Tetris logo, the one where it's shaped like a Tetris piece, which is a really weird thing for him to have designed, because, as I say, what he normally does is like hyper-detailed album covers, and he did the cover for... Oh my god, calm down! sorry. He did the cover for Shadow of the Beast on the Amiga.
Oh, yeah. By, was that Reflections Studio?
Reflections, yep.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That's an iconic game.
Yeah.
It's maybe not aged the best, but the soundtrack and the graphics are, like, for the time, amazing. I'm out already. Chat, I suck.
You're trying to do the talking stuff as well.
I'm trying to do the talking as well,
yeah.
Let's be fair, yeah. Alright, I'll just commentate this instead. It looks like Greg's catching up, I've got to say. I mean, Dazz has the edge, but Greg's catching up. Dean is still sitting... Still sitting pretty down at 3 grand now, almost.
This is my highest score.
And Verity confirms that yes, he is the one who did... yes, he is the one who did... Yes, so there you go. But yeah, he did the absolutely iconic Shadow of the Beast artwork, which is so influential that when they remade Shadow of the Beast the other year,
they remade Shadow of the Beast?
Yeah, and I would say it's a pretty underrated remake. It's
come back then,
It's pretty. I mean, it's a better game than the original game was, as a game.
Yeah, sure, but that's because of age, right?
Yeah, because of age, exactly. But no, what they did was they sort of melded the story from Shadow of the Beast 1 through 3 into like one sort of like time jumping story, and it's like the beginning of the game is looping over from the ending of like Shadow of the Beast 3 and like the intro from Shadow of the Beast 2, and it's they did a really excellent job.
Oh god.
They're actually putting some effort in, right?
They put some real effort into it, and like, it didn't score that well, it got like 6s and stuff, but if you're actually familiar with the original trilogy, it's a really fantastic way of melding the 3 games. Shoutcaster voice, please, Scott. No problem, Verity. Scott's gonna line up a Tetris. No.
Stack them up and
knock them down. Dazz is almost finished the Tetris while Scott gets his 4th piece out.
Oh, I've just put one in the wrong place as soon as you said that.
Is that my strategy? If I just
yeah, just make me feel really arrogant.
I'm gonna play the psychological game. Okay. But no, you can grab it on the PSN, usually pretty cheap. It's a PS4 remake.
Okay, that's
and,
cool.
And it's
Oh,
if you have any fond memories of the original, it's absolutely worth it, even just for the first level, which is a remake of those
stop dropping blocks.
those grassy fields.
Yeah, the very beginning.
Yeah, it's just a remake of that, and I'm just like, oh, brilliant.
That's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It didn't get a lot of attention because of what it was like. You know, the Amiga wasn't huge outside Europe, so.
You know, the other remake that I gave a go, which I didn't particularly like, was Flashback.
That's getting a Switch release next week or something, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, great!
Yeah.
The Switch community will be so happy.
I wish that was a good remake.
What have I done?
That game was.
What have I done?
So, yes, I'm a big fan of Flashback. Obviously, I go further back, usually in my head, to Another World. But,
yes.
But Flashback is, you know, basically a spiritual sort of sequel to that in a way. It's a bit more puzzle oriented, obviously. But that intro.
That's why I like the more open world element.
Yeah, is Another World is fiercely linear by comparison.
Yeah.
But the animation, the intro. Well, the animation in Another World is also amazing, but the intro to Flashback is fantastic with the flying cars.
The soundtrack is
All right.
Oh, why did that go there?
I will say I lasted longer that time.
Stop dropping things.
So there's a good indication of skill. Me and Greg lasted
not
about the
fair.
same length, but Greg has double my score.
I'm going a little slower for you.
The sad bit is that I'm actually all right at Tetris.
Oh,
it's
no,
just
yeah.
that Daniel here is an absolute
I'm
freak.
seeing that. I normally consider myself okay at versus games, but tonight I'm just like, oh, well, never mind.
Oh, that was a
Earlier
nice
today,
jammy chain
you know-
right there.
It's true. Greg did beat me a few times.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
It is possible, guys. It can happen.
because even right now, I feel like you might actually do something right here, which isn't cool.
So I'd like to take this opportunity to. Oh my God, Dean, you might survive this.
What do you mean? Because I'm going to survive this.
I love that. I love the immediate confidence.
Yeah.
Oh,
what happened?
Uh-oh.
moment-
Here it comes,
the
man.
moment. Okay, we've activated.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
See you later.
All right.
That's just
Is this
that's just rude.
is
though.
this Super Saiyan?
That's rude.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Oh, that was a
That was
spicy moment there, man.
Super
Almost got
Saiyan.
you,
Dazz
almost
kicks
got
in. The Golden Warrior appeared. All right, we're going back to the lobby to mix this up a bit.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like I should try the Tetris because it seems easier.
Is there a... Yeah.
There's a mode that swaps you between the
I was
two.
going to say, yeah, is
Yeah.
there a mode that randomly swaps you?
There's a mode that swaps you between the two. There's an items mode, which is probably a bit more like Battle Gaiden, I'm guessing.
Items kind of poo, to
Are
be
they?
honest with you.
Are they not?
Is that where you can, like, freeze people's lines?
Yeah.
Are they not like cool?
I just remember them being really boring.
Okay, all right. But see, the powers in Battle Gaiden are super fun because they're all completely broken.
Dude, the best one was the one that shuffled the entire board. And
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Whenever I play Battle Gaiden, I have to ban Ninja Kid. We always say Ninja Kid is OP. I'd like to shout out to our 19 viewers. We're very pleased with this. 19 viewers. If any of
hello,
you
19.
are enjoying the stream, please give us a follow. We're trying to break our current goal of 325. We have fought tooth and nail to get here because, you know, Twitch is hyper competitive these days. I'll just give a shout out to anybody who gives us a follow. I guess I'll move back to this. Alright, what do we want?
Small C says, out of the unseen 64 games you've covered, which one would you want to play the most?
The
I don't know
bloody the Avengers game, man.
Yeah.
Okay, he says the Daredevil one. So.
Yeah, that was also the other one that I would play, to be fair. But the Avengers game was like, I don't know, it genuinely looked like an actual good game, never mind being a good Marvel game, you know?
Well, that didn't let me change any settings. Hang on. Oh, well, I guess we can still play We can still switch between Tetris and Puyo in this, but we can't.
Yes, yeah.
I'll have to.
Alright, I'm going to play Puyo this time.
I'm going to play Puyo.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well, I'm
demonstrate
going to
the
be
fact.
Tetris.
Okay.
I'm just going to be the odd one out again.
I am so shit at Puyo.
I'm
so-
rubbish at Puyo, yep. I feel like we should all
Yeah,
team
this
up in
goes.
one team against Dazz.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to do that at some point.
I like this idea of like it switching as well. We could try that.
We'll
at
definitely,
some point.
yeah, I'll need to set up a new room for that, but we'll definitely try that.
Oh, I don't know. Tetris is hard.
How are
Puyo is
you?
even harder, man.
How are you at Smash, Daz?
I am bloody all right at it.
Okay.
Like proper all right.
Oh, okay, all right. Are you? When you say proper, all right? Do you mean like when you said I'm okay at this, and then you turned out to be a beast?
I mean, I can win sometimes.
Okay, all right.
So it's one of those games where I don't play it online or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if I'm good.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm pretty. I would never in an actual like proper Smash setting. I would never say I'm good. But whenever I'm playing
Yeah.
with normal people, I just usually completely destroy them.
I think that tends to be how I am
yeah,
as well.
okay,
It depends on who I'm playing
all
with.
If I'm playing with
Then I'll
people who
prob-
actually play Smash, I'm probably pretty rubbish. But
Yeah. We've got some local tournament things opening up in Norwich, which is pretty cool. but
nice.
I attended one and I did all right, I think. So can't be that bad.
Yep, I suck at Puyo as well. 351. That's comical.
I don't really know how to play Puyo. Do you know what? Like
Yeah.
I can't get combos, which I think is the
Yeah.
idea.
I
I
know
only
that-
started getting them quite a long time into the game. I started to get the hang of it.
So are you just like setting up lots of
Oh.
freeze high up or something?
I just did a really good combo.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're trying
yes,
to
yes,
drop
you
them
did.
down onto the other
That
ones.
is troublesome for me. Okay, and I lose now, apparently.
Daz
I-
does
to
it
be honest
again.
with you, that just landed in place. So
Right, you just
Yeah,
completely
sometimes.
walled off everything I was doing.
Yeah.
Also, you can't quickly drop all of your pieces, which...
yeah, that's kind of a shame.
The reason I mentioned the Smash thing was because we had a Ready Up meet a year or two ago, where everybody was so annoyed at me winning that they all played against me at once. In the
Oh,
you know,
God.
like as like an 8-player mode in Smash Wii U.
Yeah.
Like
I wonder. I do wonder if you guys, what you thinking, trying to beat me at Tetris?
no chance.
3-on-1? We can do it, guys.
I
can
reckon
do
you
that.
probably could.
I
yeah.
reckon we can do that. You just gotta believe in yourself. It's
Oh, this is just terrible. This is just.
okay, this is...
I'm constantly making threes, which is the problem. I've got to. You know what it is? You know what it is? My brain probably thinks. You know what? You're not. You need to stop playing columns.
yeah.
What's this hold nonsense all about then?
Well, hold in Tetris is a controversial rule which lets you hold a piece for later.
Oh, that sounds like cheating to me.
Well, that's what a lot of pros think.
The more traditional players are very against it
Yeah.
But
because it makes the game lots easier. But
I
then,
think it makes the game fun.
So that's interesting. When I was playing against Dazz earlier, I never even used hold. So maybe
oh no! Oh, what have I done? Okay,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
all over.
All right.
See, the other really tricky thing is when you send blocks across from Puyo Puyo to the Tetris screen, they go underneath all of the pieces.
That
But the
happens with Tetris as well.
pieces, the Tetris pieces go on top of the Puyo Puyo pieces, though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I think that's harder to deal with than the stuff going underneath.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
All right. We're gonna go back to the lobby so we can change the team compositions.
Oh, okay. I just clicked retry, but
Yeah, me too. I just went straight for it.
Chillmaker in the chat says you're meant to do combos. Gravity is your friend. Thanks, Chillmaker.
Interesting.
Or is it Chili Maker? No, it's Chillmaker. Never mind.
Chili maker.
Oh, I could go for some
Sounds
chili.
like my kind of guy.
yeah.
Yeah, how was that bolognese?
This should be fun. It's I mean, it smells good. I can smell it from here.
So what is bolognese but chili without the chili?
Um,
Oh,
Pretty
look
much.
at
It-
Daz
it's-
throwing shade here.
it's
Yeah.
actually slightly different spices in a bolognese.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
If you want to get all technical about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Chillmaker says, sorry, one of you mentioned how do you... Oh no, listen, Chill, we're pro tips here at Ready Up, okay? We usually suck at a lot of games, it turns out.
Yeah, it's true.
We like tips.
To be fair, look, with Did You Know Gaming, the only reason that it makes any of
Dean
those
hit me?
videos looks half decent.
Oh,
what's going on?
we're
We're doing
team,
teams.
Yeah, okay, right.
Who am I teaming with? Scott is blue. Okay.
Let's
are
all
we
go
doing...
blue versus yellow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm so glad that
Wow,
we get
okay.
wrecked, by the way. But I'm just glad that we don't do live streaming as much as anything else. With just having the opportunity to recording it good is it's great.
The power of editing!
Yeah. I've cocked it up already.
Yeah, actually, what I've realised with a lot of our videos is the way we make the game look is actually much better, especially with the region lock games. They almost look fun when I watch them back, and I'm like, oh no, it was actually a horrible nightmare to play the game.
Oh, I wanted to fit that. Oh, you can't do that, Scott. Alright, I'll fix that on the next line. Actually,
I've made a terrible mistake.
Alright, so how does the hold work? Let's try it. Oh, that's how it works. Alright.
Press R1 and you hold.
Yeah, you press R1 and you hold, okay.
I'm letting the side down here. I'm not.
You can never let the side down on a team that has me and Dean on it.
Shut up, we've seen better than you, Scott. Well, not score-wise, I guess.
Score-wise, yeah.
You were playing Tetris, like the baby mode. I was doing the proper game with the beans.
No, what have I done? Oh god. Okay, just ignore that placement of that block. Oh my word.
Oh, I was setting up one.
Oh, so was I.
It's all over for me.
I survived longer than someone! Hooray!
Right, this is going to be good. No. It's going to be okay.
So we can't... By our forces combined, we can't beat Dazz.
I think this
It's
is
only round one.
Okay.
I think this might be a little bit broken, to be honest with you, because when I trigger Tetrises, I think it triggers it for all of you.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Which seems a little bit unfair, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's a bit rough.
We're about to find out soon, once I stop fucking this up.
Fran says... Fran, by the way, little shout out to Fran. Fran is a Sega community manager over at Sega.
Oh, God. I lost.
Haha!
Dean, we have emerged victorious.
Yeah.
Just.
Congrats, guys. You did it somehow.
We did it somehow, not score-wise, not
We
score,
did it.
not in terms of actual skill, but we survived. But yeah, Fran is a community manager over at Sega. So this is right up her alley.
Well, if she ever wants me to show off Tetris at Sega, I'm pretty sure they've got some people there who have got to be
They gotta be
sick.
pretty good. They did a live stream recently that was, I think it was 24 hours, and Fran played a bit of, I think she played a bit of PUYO, but she mainly played Space Channel 5.
Oh, what a game.
So a whole bunch of like, chew. So yeah, that was pretty good. Tuning in at like hour 20, Fran going slightly insane, and everybody just in the chat just going, chew. As you do. Benju says, in my country we call PUYO Kirby's Ghost Trap.
Oh, God, yeah.
I take it that's another version of PUYO then.
Yeah. That was a really weird time, because they just cashed in with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine at the same time.
Oh, okay, so really not like, a big gap between them or anything.
No, not at all. I have bugged this up.
I mean, there's that thing with like
Oh, no.
with Yoshi's Puzzle Fighter game. What's it called? Not Puzzle Fighter. Sorry. The Yoshi SNES game. Oh wow.
Yeah, I cocked that one up badly.
All right.
So
2v.
3-on-1, it's doable.
I want to try that one more time. I think I've got it.
You think you got it? Okay.
I think I've got
Alright,
it.
here we go.
I'm probably not, but we'll give it a go.
Okay. Where are you from, Benju? Benju is from Germany. Welcome, Benju.
Oh, cool.
I have a friend, Benju, who lives just outside, not Stuttgart. I thought it was Stuttgart and it wasn't Stuttgart. What's it called? North Germany. Not Hamburg. Hamburg. There we go. Hamburg in North Germany. You don't have to tell
Showing
us.
off your geography skills there.
No, oh god, my geography is horrific.
Yeah.
Like we joke about
Oh,
we joke about it on the team. Like I'm like,
Oh, what?
Scott, you've got all this sort of absolutely useless retro knowledge, but you don't know anything about the world.
Real life, yeah.
Oh, that was foolish.
Oh, I was watching the screen. Oh, I shouldn't have. I'm gonna blame that on watching the stream.
guys, this is a disaster. This is a disaster.
This is a disaster. Has he got
I'm
it?
so sorry.
Has he got it? Okay. And fix it.
Oh no, I made it worse. I've lost now.
I've been to Frankfurt, and that was a very nice place.
Well,
I've eaten a Frankfurter.
oh man,
Yes, I've got some Frankfurters in the fridge, in fact, right now. Oh, there's no getting away from this, is there, really?
Benju says, I went to Hamburg on a school trip once. Excellent. And Fran says, we love your useless retro knowledge. That's a lie, Fran. But I appreciate it anyway. Oh, we got another round.
Right, it's going to happen this time. I don't know what that thing that is going to happen is, but whatever it is, it's going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen, and we're going to witness it.
Yes, witness the happening. Whatever it is.
You're building this up a bit, Dean.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to watch a bad movie that's very entertaining...
I always want to watch a bad movie that's very
Well, I
entertaining.
was just saying, we were talking about the happening there.
Oh, the happening. Oh, okay.
Oh, have you guys ever heard of Tiptoes? It's my current go-to
Is that
Oh
your
my
current...
word.
What's
thing.
Tiptoes?
Oh
It's,
my god.
So, it's Matthew McConaughey,
Okay.
Kate
And-
Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale, and... Oh god, no! Crap, shit, hang on a second. And,
It's really... You see how hard it is to talk while you play this?
It really is, man.
It's
You
no
weren't
joke.
fucking around.
I feel like anybody
Respect
watching...
for every broadcaster ever.
I feel like everybody watching my performance tonight should bear in mind that I've been talking nonsense the whole time as well, so... I think that should give me a score handicap. But,
Can I host next time so that I have that excuse?
Ah,
for
see,
being
there you
bad?
go. Yeah, it's like, do any of you guys ever watch Best of the Worst?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and so they've got the thing on Best of the Worst where they want to avoid talking about a movie, so they try and be the first one to start hosting it at the beginning. Because they have
Oh,
like,
that's great.
they have like three movies and 4 people, so one of them is the host. And so when they're done, at the beginning of an episode, when they're done doing their little pre-recorded murmuring, like, we're just chatting among ourselves, one of them will steal the spotlight and be like, and I'm hosting now! We started! And then that person doesn't have to talk about the movie. It's a pretty good bad, like, B/C movie show. Some of the... Yeah!
Yeah, we did it!
Yeah, we did it with an incredible advantage on our side!
Yeah. It's Red Letter Media, right?
Yes, Red Letter Media, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of their stuff can be a bit controversial, but in general, I really love their stuff.
Did you see the film that they made, Space Cop?
Space Cop.
Space Cop, that's
It
the
was
one.
Space Cop.
I was going to say Time Cop is one of the best movies ever made. I will not hear a bad word about it.
Well, Space Cop, on the other
Some
hand,
might call it
not
Van
very
Damme's
good.
masterpiece. Not Space Cop, Time Cop is Van Damme's masterpiece.
It's a dream come true if you like anything that's good in the world.
Okay, we've got a genuine question from the chat. Not
yeah?
that we've not had any genuine questions, but I'm just saying a bit more, less than just
First
Scott.
one you've noticed.
Not just about Time Cop.
Yeah, not just Kitty who is one of our team members and is also was for a long time, a community manager for the Northern Ireland Game BAFTAs.
Oh, cool.
Kitty asks, how did Dazz and Greg get involved with Did You Know Gaming originally?
So Shane basically is the guy who runs the channel, right?
Yeah.
And so he used to run the Spriters resource when we were 12. And he basically gave it to me because I asked him to let me run it. 'Cause he was kind of crap at it. And he fully acknowledges that he was crap at it now, which is good. And so we kept in touch. And then he opened up Did You Know Gaming. And I already knew how to establish websites with advertising and all that sort of stuff. And so I just kind of helped him out. And then I was like, can I make some videos as well? And then we made some videos.
So were you more front-end web development, or did you do both?
I was a bit of everything,
yeah,
man.
you kind of were back in those days. Like
exactly. You had no choice, right?
There was no WordPress, so everybody...
You did all of the work, and that was it.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh, no! I was so close.
Susan says, who is our editor-in-chief, Susan says, I admire your ability to answer a question and play a match. It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, but I lost.
It was 3v1.
It was 3v1. The odds were slightly stacked against you. And you beat our butts in the first round, so...
Yeah, somehow. I don't know how that happened.
So...
But I think I just put all of my effort into that one game.
Alright, we're going to go back to lobby, and then I'm going to close the lobby and set up a new one for a different mode.
Cool.
Yeah.
But more on that question. Greg obviously wasn't involved in any of that. So, Greg, how did you come to get involved?
Oh, that's
how did I?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, actually, me and Dazz have known each other since we were babies.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? tiny humans. Yeah, it's actually our brothers were friends in school. We met that way. And then, yeah, I don't know. I moved to London, and I've got a degree in visual effects and animation, which is super helpful, by the way, guys. If you're ever looking for a degree, that's a good one to go for. It gets you loads of jobs. I am maybe
detecting a slight hint of sarcasm here, but okay.
Yeah, it's great. But actually what that did was teach me all the things I needed to know, like, you know, the editing and just general, like, workflow, the whole process of creating content efficiently. Yeah, and then basically it wasn't working out in London because it's a very expensive place to live. Mm-hmm. So I moved back to Norwich, and then Danny approached me and said, you want to make some game videos about Japanese games? I was like, yeah, sure, dude. That sounds cool, man. I'm into that. Nice. We can just sit around, play Japanese games, and then make videos about them. And yeah, it just kind of spiraled from there. So,
to a follow-up question from our Kieran, who's also on our team, he asks, is it your full-time jobs for both of you?
You could say yes if it was paying enough to be a full-time job.
Yes.
But yeah, we do it full-time. We live together, and we live very cheap, basically, to try and keep it as our full-time job. But yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you don't have to go into figures or details or anything here. I'm curious about this question. Has the ad apocalypse hit you badly?
In some ways.
Yeah. Okay.
In random ways.
Yeah, in ways that really aren't consistent with what's happening.
Yeah, like, we haven't had a lot of demonetized videos, but we've had videos seemingly just start to not be shown to people, and we have had a few videos be demonetized.
Right,
and even then, you're just really random ones, man.
Yeah, it's really odd. Like, there's certain keywords that you just shouldn't use, and you know, there's lots of like. But yeah, I've actually noticed recently, it seems like because they're sort of shuffling around the whole notification thing, a lot of people aren't, like, myself included, I'm not getting notifications of my own video.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and it's really tasteful.
We start PUYO.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah, so that's been a bit of a pain, but then I don't know. Overall, not really. The ad apocalypse was not such a Not such
Yeah,
a big thing.
it's sucked in some ways, but at the same time, it's not like it's all falling apart and there's nothing we can do.
Okay,
No,
cool.
you do get the odd video caught out by the thing.
And it
The
sucks because
thing.
obviously we work week to week, we make a video a week and everything else, and then it's like,
And you're kind of relying on that video, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm playing Tetris now.
now it's Tetris.
Oh, it's also majorly massive Tetris.
Oh, the music changes as well. That's
Oh, it's
pleasant.
gone all crazy. Yeah, okay, it's gone all proper Tetris Rush. I mean, I guess we all call it the Tetris theme, but I know it's actually a Russian folklore, like.
Oh, what's it called? It's Karimba?
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah. Oh, we're back.
We're back, and then you've got to remember what you were doing.
Oh no, and then some PUYO's destroyed what I was doing.
Okay, well,
Well, this is sort of chaos.
yes, this is all. Oh no! What
No,
have I
I
done?
should have.
Oh,
Oh,
I've just...
I just messed that up, yeah. No, over there. Give me a purple. Give me a purple.
Here we go again.
Oh,
Back to my old friend, the one I know how to play. Oh no! As soon as I said that, I ruined it.
Ah!
so have you guys played Tricky Towers?
Can't say I have.
So it's,
So I think that's one of the most fun kind of recent twists on Tetris.
so imagine Tetris, but with physics.
Oh,
what?
no.
You're trying.
It's amazing,
You're
so fun.
You're trying to like balance towers and build them up.
So there's kind of like Puyo looking Tetris.
Can
Not actually like Puyo Tetris, just kind of looks a bit.
yeah, yeah.
Like jelly, right?
No, it's still Tetris.
No, it's
pieces.
actual Tetris pieces, but they move
Oh.
on half-square increments. And it's possible for you to nudge something on the way down, in which case the piece will unlock from the grid and enter kind of free fall,
God.
and then could like appear diagonally across, leaning over two other pieces, which makes it impossible to put anything else on top. And it's pretty hilarious. There's another mode where you play it where there's a wind just blowing into the structure as you're building it, so it's always kind of teetering over. It's pretty fun.
Puyo's going to be my downfall.
Oh
There it
man,
goes.
I can't believe I'm still in this.
Is it? Do you have to lose at both games?
I don't
No,
know.
you have to lose it one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just one. Oh,
And
what a
things
shame.
carry over. So, like, if I do a Tetris right at the end, it'll trigger on the Puyo side.
Oh, I see.
And on top of that, you can actually leave a piece dropping, and then when it's
Oh,
swapping
I
over,
was all right. I was
if it
just
goes
about.
ahead and actually does something,
I was
it'll
about
do a
to do
combo.
3 lines, but never mind. Very well done. That was decisive victory from Greg.
That was me.
Oh, was that you, Dazz?
It was not me.
See, the order was changed on the.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I should have expected it was Greg then. Dazz then. Ugh, I'm getting confused.
It's simple.
We've got a whole bunch of questions in the chat coming in. I'm gonna try and read them between pieces here. What are your future plans for Did You Know Gaming?
I've had a few ideas. I mean, nothing particularly solid. I actually came up with an idea for a thing which we're working on right now, which probably won't go ahead and actually happen in the way in which I'm thinking, but it's a thought.
But it's an idea, yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Really, I want to get more guests on. That's the thing. It used to be the big thing about Did You Know Gaming, and then it kind of became more of a pain in the ass.
Well, if you want someone to talk about the Amiga...
Well, that's the thing as well, is I want to get people who are sort of like, you wouldn't necessarily think to get onto a show like Did You Know Gaming.
Oh, sure, like sort of like someone who's maybe not normally associated with that topic, or...
Yeah, in a way, like maybe sort of YouTubers who they play video games,
Yeah.
you know, because everybody bloody does.
Yes.
But that's basically all it is.
Yeah.
Because I like the
So
idea
what you're
that
saying is
there are...
Ninja's going to be on next week.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, I wish, man. It would blow us up.
You and Drake, yeah?
Yeah, we already had talks with Drake. He wasn't into it. That said, the best thing that we ever did was that, Did You Know Taco Bell? and we got Andrew WK did the voiceover, and it was like, this is a dream come true.
Oh, that's brilliant. I was gonna say, if there's anybody I would have put on a Taco Bell one, it would have been Dan Reichert.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. He was the first person to get married in a Taco Bell. That's how much he loves it.
So
You know what? I can't blame him. I've been, and every time I go back now, I just want Taco Bell. It's
You
the
just hear
best.
wedding bells.
what was I gonna say? Taco Bell, I'm really bad with anything that has more than a little bit of flavour. I'm like super bland when it comes to food and picky.
Oh man.
But when I was at Taco Bell, the people there that I went to one in like Texas or somewhere where I was visiting. I've got friends in the States. And they were super accommodating to like making me something I would like.
Oh really?
It was really weird, yeah. I was just like, you know, you have that view of American, like, corporate machine, horrible...
I was gonna say, it's kind of a chain as well.
Yeah,
and
and it's a chain, but they were totally up for it. They were like, oh, yeah! I think, to be fair... Oh, I died. To be fair, I think part of it was, they were... Oh! Yes, Antsy Reliant Pizza. I was trying to remember Tetris Attack and Yoshi's Cookie. No, actually not Yoshi's Cookie. Yoshi's Cookie's the one where you swap them, isn't it?
what was Yoshi's Cookie?
What is that?
Oh yeah, it's the one where you like
Okay.
drag them around.
Oh, no, that is the one I'm sure. Oh, well, I'm trying to remember the one that was Yoshi's Island themed. It had like a bunch of music and graphics from Yoshi's Island, and it was right at the end of the SNES's lifespan.
That was Tetris Attack.
That's Tetris Attack, okay. Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's called Tetris Attack, but it's all about
It
Yoshi.
was no fuck. What was it? There was Puzzle D Cookie,
Yep.
and then there was what is Tetris Attack actually called? I forget.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese thing. Panel D Pon.
Penalty Pon, that's it. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you to Ansi, who has given us a follow. Excellent, we're really getting close to our goal tonight. I appreciate all the follows, everybody. We're trying to break 325.
Dude, this is a jam. I absolutely love this game. I'm just putting it out there.
It's excellent.
I wish I was a little bit better at the Tetris side of things.
I wish I was better at the both side of things, but...
I mean, I'm not particularly great at PUYO, but I feel like I kind of
You can hold
appreciate it
your
a
own.
little bit more. Yeah, it's like... But it's probably just because you guys don't actually like PUYO that I'm doing alright at it, but...
Is that another Greg win? Oh no,
No,
Dazz
again.
win. Sorry, Dazz win. I've like mentally in my head locked. Okay, position 3 is Greg, but that's not true anymore.
I think I was position 2 and I got taken away.
Are we retrying that?
Yeah, let's try again. Let's
Or-
try
Yeah,
again.
we
Yeah,
wanna-
so I quite... Keeps you on your toes, doesn't it?
Okay.
I just need to practice my Puyo.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Puzzle
The
League.
Pokemon Puzzle League was interesting because it had an animated intro on the N64. It had like
Oh,
an
wow, I never thought about that.
It had like an FMV intro on the N64, which wasn't unheard of because I'm sure you all know about the FMV version of the N64 version of Resident Evil 2, which has the incredibly awesome / terrible / awesome FMV compression, where they had to compress, you know, 2 650 meg CDs onto like a 64 megabyte card.
Oh, simple task.
Simple task, no problem. My favourite example of that, by the way, is the Amiga 1200 version of Theme Park, which has the introductory cutscene from the PlayStation and PC version, an FMV, turned into some sort of like GIF. I mean, it's like an incredibly low res.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they made it. It works technically, and it fit on like a. Amiga discs didn't even have the full 1.3 or whatever megabyte. They were 900 KB because of like header files and stuff. So yeah, they fit an FMV into like 900 kilobytes.
It's impressive stuff, man.
Yeah, it obviously barely looked like a cutscene, but it was still, you know, a feat.
It was something, right?
It was something. It's like that Sonic 3D Blast has a like sort of FMV at the beginning. Again, it's more like basically just an animated GIF, but If anybody in the chat likes to hear completely useless trivia about old games, especially a lot of Amiga stuff or stuff before you were probably born, please give us a follow, because you'll get that from me a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up having a lot of like hand-me-down systems.
Yeah, me too. I had a quite large family, so
I was an only child, but I had a lot of cousins. So I ended up getting like a C64 well after it was relevant.
what you mean 2003?
No, I mean, not like that. I mean, growing up still, but I mean, like, I had like a C64 in like 1993 or something. And by that point, you know, the Amiga especially had thoroughly taken over. In fact, the Amiga was even dying by that point, so...
Yeah.
So...
But in reality, the Amiga never died.
The Amiga never died. Amiga forever, as the mantra goes.
Exactly.
No, I've got my A1200 just off screen. I could probably pull it out if we need to see it, but yeah, I've got an A1200 set up with expansion card and WHD load to a 16GB compact flash card. To which I had to install a custom file system because the Amiga's default file system can't recognize anything over like a gig or something.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
There's such a weird community behind it still.
Oh, it's amazing! It's amazing. Oh, here's a killer question we've got from the chat. Was Body Blows on the Amiga better than Street Fighter 2?
Franchise killer right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no objectively, but yeah. No, I mean it was cool.
Actually, that was one thing I remember acknowledging when I went to see Team 17. I went into their office and they had all of their old Amiga games on the walls.
Oh, brilliant! Like, oh, excellent.
They shouldn't be proud of some of those bloody games.
Not some of them. You're right. I mean, like, you know, be proud of your Worms and maybe.
Oh yeah, Worms and Cannon Fodder.
And Super Frog. Like.
Oh wait, Cannon Fodder was. Who did Cannon Fodder?
Oh, Cannon Fodder was Sensible Software.
Yeah, Sensible Software. They were the bomb.
Sensible Software, like that. War has never been so much fun as like one of the greatest gaming satire songs.
Something that has never left my head since being a child.
And it sounds amazing even on an Amiga. Like it's
it's impressive.
It's really impressive. Richard Joseph was a genius, even if he did steal a lot of music.
Was it stealing if it's inspired?
Yeah, no, stealing's a strong word. He borrowed. You may all be familiar, or some of you may be familiar with the soundtrack to a game called James Bond 2, Operation Robocod.
Oh yes, I played that way too much as a kid.
The theme is just literally the Robocop theme with like one note changed. But still, I will defend Richard Joseph because he was an amazing composer. We've got a lot of chat and a lot of stuff going on in the chat about people who curse on our stream, and generally I'm pretty curse-free on my stream. But once the ladies' night happens, it gets pretty rowdy apparently. They're actually the worst for it, to be honest.
Apologies if I swear excessively.
No, you're quite allowed to on this stream. It's just that I generally don't. It's just a general thing.
It's one of those things, man. I really wish I could suppress it, but I spend so long reading a script that I don't have to think about how I talk.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to like break free. Have we got any more questions in the chat? I might have missed some of them with how quickly the chat is scrolling, so please fire them again at us, and I'll take a look. I'm just enjoying this actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting marginally better, but like it's hard to tell.
I think you get the opportunity to really kind of get into it when you swap for some reason.
That's it, yeah. You're kind of having to think about your strategy a bit more. You're like, okay, I'm going to set this up for later. Really use a green.
My PUYO tactic is try to stay at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, try and keep the board clear. Because I cannot do combos. Oh no, and because every time I set one up, someone ruins it.
The hardest part of streaming, they ask. That can also be a question to any of us. Oh, well, that's a good example. I just died. What's the hardest part of streaming for you two, though?
It's definitely like trying to think about what it is I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think engagement is the most difficult aspect of it, because I find that unless you're really good at the game, you can either play well or communicate.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You pick one. It's not. Yeah.
The other thing is that when you stream on your own, in particular as well, what do you talk like? It's really hard to continuously talk, right?
I am hugely alright. So we have a mix of streaming in pairs, streaming as a group, and streaming solo. Typically, I stream solo, and so does Susan, who is on tomorrow, by the way. If you want to see Ni no Kuni.
Oh, what a game! Oh my god, I could talk about that game for hours.
You're more than free to as soon as I finish this tangent. Yeah, Ni no Kuni 2 is Susan tomorrow. Let's go back to lobby. Oh no, what's it saying?
Okay.
I'm just getting.
Well, it doesn't let me pick.
It's just giving me 0 seconds, and I'm trapped.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Main menu it is then.
All right, I guess I'm re-inviting you folks.
Nice. Are there any other modes that we haven't tried?
Yeah. Susan's shouting in the chat in giant words. Oh my god, let's talk about Ni no Kuni 2. Well, before that, Susan, I wanted to address the point about solo streaming. Because it is hard. It is hard. We have the problem mainly because we just don't have that many followers. We're getting there, and we're really proud, and we're really happy, like, all the hard work the rest of the team has put in, and we're really happy with our 317 or how many followers we've got. But there are just days where you're basically shouting into the abyss.
Yeah.
And it gets you down sometimes, and, like, how do you deal with that?
I think it's like...
Or has that never happened if you always had someone in the chat?
Yeah. But that's the thing, is like, I've really enjoyed streaming because I stream with Greg whenever I do.
Right.
Because it's a guaranteed conversation, at least.
Yeah, okay. So that was actually the mandate we set up at the beginning of streaming. We don't force it now, but when we first started streaming, like, a year and a half ago, every stream had at least... do you need an invite, Greg? Or... no, Greg's
I think I need it.
It's Dean, okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it pop up if there was one.
I'll send it again.
There we go. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was the mandate we sort of enforced at the beginning of streaming, was to try and do that so that everybody could never feel alone on the stream, less awkwardness. But I feel like Susan's got a good point, though. It's better to just have fun with it.
Oh, totally, yeah. Like, that's the thing, is that I try to not even think about, I need to make sure that everyone's engaged. I just try and have fun.
Maybe my character's letting me down, even though that has no effect whatsoever.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to swap out, because Zed is just, bottom of the pile.
Fishman is always the bomb.
Fishman.
I'm Fishman.
Say that guy's name.
We're getting into tier lists here. Is the tier list for Puyo Puyo Tetris been released?
Yeah.
Then just at the bottom of the tier, you've got, I don't know, Dan from Street Fighter, even though it's not this.
Oh god,
it keeps changing screens. It's really confusing.
Okay, I've actually got a plan for this. Here we go.
Okay, alright.
It's a combo. It's a combo. I've done it. I've done it, guys.
You actually bugging up my move.
You set up something.
That's right.
Just.
Oh shit! It's gonna change again.
But yeah, Ni no Kuni 2, man. That's a game.
So Susan...
is it better than the first one?
I argue it is. A lot of people don't agree. I think a lot of people are wrong.
So you've... well, obviously I would prefer for you to give your opinion on that, because you've actually played both, I guess. I haven't played 2, but I've watched so much of 2 because I've had a friend who did Gold Paw like 3 times. You know the whole bit where you go...
Oh, right. He did the whole start of the game, basically.
Yeah, I've basically seen the beginning of the game 3 full times, between Susan's stream, between my friend playing it.
Oh, no.
So at this point, I feel like... And then I've seen bits later in the game as well, like once you really get your kingdom going. So I feel like I've got a good grasp of it, and it seems like, my opinion so far of it seems like it's a better game than...
I prefer the narrative as well.
You prefer the narrative as well, yeah?
The thing is that I really like Suikoden 2 on the PlayStation 1.
Oh, you mentioned that's the game that changed your life, really, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. And this game is that, but kind of a little bit better in some ways.
Oh my god!
I won't admit to that, but it is...
Excuse
it's
me?
a modern version. It's a modern version.
Alright, it's a modern interpretation.
Oh, here we go. Yes, that's a 3 chain there.
I got a free chain as well!
Oh
Yes.
no!
Oh no, that means
Fantastic. It looks gorgeous though.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I know that a lot of the team Studio Ghibli aren't actually having
Involved
worked
in this
on it or
one
anything,
as much, yeah.
but it's the same artist, and it's also, it doesn't matter, it still looks bloody
It's still
amazing.
gorgeous, and this one runs at 60, so that works really well with the incredibly fluid animation. Like,
There were rumors going around that they were going to remake the PC.
yeah, I did hear about that as well, and I wouldn't say no to that.
No, I would be well up for that again.
Yeah. Can I set that up? Maybe. Yeah, that might work. Oh no, I'm thinking too far ahead now. Where I've like probably broken the combo. Oh, but yeah, I would absolutely love a PC version of the first. Although I did get the first on a PSN sale. Like, I assume you guys also have a US PSN account, right?
Oh, of course.
Of course, yeah. Some of the deals are insane sometimes if you just, like...
It's a real bastard living in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, like,
With things like that.
Like, I got Ni no Kuni for, like, Ni no Kuni 1. I must have got it for, like, $4. It was something like that.
Yeah, like, that's a steal.
It was insane. And then, I remember a couple of years ago, they did a whole bunch of their PSN games for, like, $1 or $2 each. They were just trying to, like, get rid of them. And, I mean, they're normally only 5 anyway, but, damn.
clear the digital stock. You mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah, and I was just like,
shelves
how are
clear.
you going to clear this infinite stock? Like, I don't...
There's no way we can get rid of it all!
They just keep coming back every time we sell them. It's just
We can
like,
damn well try.
don't understand.
So we've still got 17 viewers, an hour and 20 minutes into a stream, which is really good. Normally,
Jesus Christ, it's been that long?
Normally, I would have scared everybody away with useless commentary and facts, but yeah, that's really good. I'm really pleased with this.
Puyo is my... I was doing so well.
Oh my lord!
Oh no, this is getting tense now. So is that the big game you're playing right now, Ben? You know,
Wait, what's that? Sorry?
Is that the big game you're playing right now, Ni no Kuni 2?
It is technically, but I just finished it.
Oh, nice. My friend's dumped like 100 hours into it.
Yeah, I've put a lot of hours into it, and
like,
I was
he
just
keeps
putting off finishing it.
He keeps like doing something on his PC, then switching the input on his television, switch back to it, collecting guilders.
Yep, I did that.
and then switching back, and I was just like, is this a
Good game design, dude.
I was like, what's going on here? Is this a clicker game now?
It kind of, to be honest, that's one thing that I was a bit disappointed by. Because eventually it's like, okay, I see, I want to just get some fucking money, and I have to sit here and wait.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They make you wait?
Yeah, and it's... I get it, because you buy upgrades, blah, 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 and those upgrades take time to actually do as well, and etc., etc., etc. But at the same time, you're just like, okay, but give me an optional thing I can do to earn more.
Yeah.
Rather than just sit here.
Yeah, I hate that kind of introduction of kind of mobile phone kind of delay or kind of timed mechanics into
that's
like
right.
games.
I
It's
get
just
it.
really
I
frustrating.
don't mind a little bit of it when...
Quests active and times of day, I don't mind.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I absolutely can't stand kind of Animal Crossing.
Oh, I've got to stop trying to make combos because somebody keeps just dropping my.
I will say, Dean is alone in his dislike of Animal Crossing. Team Ready Up is very much pro
I played
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing on my mobile phone. The what is it called? Happy Camping Friends. Whatever it is, I don't bloody know. But it was. I thought that was alright.
I've never played Animal Crossing.
I'm a big fan of the original GameCube version because it had those NES games hidden in it.
Yeah.
It had like Excite Bike and like. Eventually, people discovered there was a code that had like Super Mario Brothers and Zelda 1, which is nuts. You could never see that now. Imagine it, Nintendo.
Well, putting 3 games in a game.
Yeah, like they just put, oh, here's all of Super Mario Bros. 1 instead of us selling it for like.
And then they give you bloody Smash Bros. And they go, oh, you get a demo.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bit of a tease. Next time I die, someone remind me to check our Discord. Which will be any second now, I'm sure. I received a message. Yep, that's me out.
Remember to check the Discord.
I'm checking the Discord.
Yes.
The stream might freeze for a couple of folks because of the weird focus this game uses.
Oh god.
I apologise. We're still here. If you can't see the game, I apologise. You might not get any audio.
Well, I think I just won.
Oh, okay, so that's why the stream has been a little bit quiet. Apparently, Twitch chat is straight up crashed.
Oh, really?
Like, not just... Is it... I mean, I'll ask them, is it just for us?
That sucks, man.
Oh yeah, it's better to just have fun with it. It's the last message.
Oh no,
I
it
received.
is straight up global. Twitch is...
Wow.
Let me hear. Whoa, the whole thing. Okay, hold on.
We broke Twitch,
We
guys.
broke Twitch, we're too
Man.
awesome!
That's it. Greatest stream of all time, boys.
Yeah.
Right, go down
We've done it.
Go down in history, man! We broke Twitch!
I mean, it can't be a coincidence that it happened while we were streaming, right?
So,
And
they can still...
as soon as we hit 20 as well.
That's
20
it.
viewers.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, we were up at 28 a little while ago, actually. But yeah, I say we keep going because we still have 15 viewers and they can still hear us. So,
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
how long have you guys got? Another 20 minutes? Another half an hour?
I can do another 20 minutes.
Yeah, another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. All right. Will we change up the mode?
Sure.
But it's
Let's put the power ups in, guys. Let's
Is
just
it
let's
other
go.
power-ups?
But it's
There are power-ups?
there are power-ups, but it's no Tetris Battle Gaiden is what we were thinking.
Okay.
So is that the party mode then, or is it Big Bang?
Big Bang is crap. Don't do that.
Okay, so it's party then. Go for it. Okay.
That's like Puyo Fever mode and Tetris Blitz or something. I don't know.
So have you guys ever played or heard of Worms Blast?
Yes.
How was it different? It was that was a bubble type game, right?
Yeah, it was Bust a Move-esque, but
Yeah.
your little worm was floating around on a rowboat in the water at the bottom of the screen, and you had different coloured kind of bazooka shots that you had to kind of...
Wait, like you mean Puzzle Bobble-esque then?
Yeah, it was called Bust a Move
Yeah.
over here. Though.
Yeah, I know.
I always mix up those names. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's I am really funny about Bubble Bobble because I have such love for Rainbow Islands, and no one remembers Rainbow Islands. So
I remember.
I
it
remember
pain in
that.
the fucking ass.
well, Rainbow Islands is hard, but
I used to like Bubble Bobble.
the
Baron von Blubber.
The cool thing about Rainbow Islands that kind of got lost in a lot of translations was there was like 3 extra islands after the credits, or not after the credits, after you got to the end of the game, and you had to unlock them basically, and they were cut out of almost every home conversion. So if you actually want to play the real Rainbow Islands, you have to like basically emulate it, which is unfortunate.
Oh wow.
Like even the pretty excellent for the time Amiga version is missing the last 3 islands, so and that is like one of the coolest aspects of the game, because minor spoiler for a game that came out in 1987. I'm clearing that because I do consider connection.
Connection error.
Have we
We broke the game.
It's not just
Puyo
Twitch, man.
Puyo Tetris. Isn't it?
All right, we'll try it one more time there. Yeah, the really cool thing about the last 3 islands in Rainbow Island. So you have to collect basically 7 diamonds on each world, and then get to the last island, and then you unlock the extra islands. The cool thing is that the last 3 islands are based on other title properties. So there's there is a Arkanoid Island, and there is a sort of New Zealand story island.
Okay.
And then the final island is, of course, a Bubble Bobble Island. Because you need to go there and defeat the dragon who put the original curse on Bob and Bob that turned them into dragons in Bubble Bobble. Because they were
You've gone deep on your Bubble Bobble
because
lore,
they were originally humans. So the humans.
Did you know?
Did you know that Bob and Bob from Bubble Bobble were originally humans? So
We're actually going to take that. I hope you
Yeah.
don't mind.
Oh, no, there-
Actually,
Actual
might.
episode.
there
I'm
is
keeping notes.
there is a deep hang on, let me make sure I picked the right game type here. Yes, I did pick party. Okay. Yeah, there is absolutely a deep lore to the Bubble Bobble games that after Rainbow Islands and Parasol Stars, which was the sequel to Rainbow Islands, which was basically more of a Bubble Bobble game actually, got kind of lost. But yeah, there's the game has like multiple endings depending on when you die and stuff.
God.
Like, yeah, it's really cool, and you can die in like the final screen due to like the boss playing a trick on you and stuff. Like, there's all this. It's absolutely nonsense.
That sounds like some Hideo Kojima
Oh, it's
stuff,
great.
right?
Yeah.
And again, reminder, 1987.
Yeah. Does this start talking about you being in a simulation as well?
Oh yeah, like meme theory. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
like this grey screen.
Yep, it's half
Ooh.
kind of.
I don't like this. Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Oh,
All
this
right.
worked.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. Okay.
Maybe the internet's broken. I don't know.
All right. Maybe I should go back to dog.
Yes, I'm back on the green screen.
All right. But
It's
yeah,
pretty good game.
Rainbow Island's hell of a game with lots of like really complex rules that, if you're only familiar with the console versions, you're probably not aware of. Oh my god, what's that?
Oh, I've got big blobs now.
I guess I want to break that as soon as possible.
Oh, what is happening?
Oh my
Oh
god!
god,
It's
drop
yeah,
speed!
It's got. Yeah.
It's Tetris Grandmaster time!
I'm sorry, guys. I think I did this to you. Okay.
You're not sorry!
Oh dear.
I wasn't getting big blobby guys before. Like, I've got big blobby guys coming down together.
So, any obscure old game you guys want to recommend?
Obscure old games.
Well, I mean, like, Rainbow Islands isn't really that obscure, but it's just kind of forgotten because of...
The Vampire Hunter D PlayStation game
Ooh.
Oh.
was
Because it's on your
actually-
desk.
because it's on my desk.
Are you about to do a video about it, perhaps?
Yeah. No, actually not. It's just we found it in a charity shop.
Oh,
But,
awesome! I found
what?
Alundra in a charity shop recently.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was
That's
I can't turn my piece. What's happening? Okay, here we go.
I have
Okay,
some
I'm
more
out.
pieces. What's going on?
but sorry,
Alundra,
I
for
interrupted you
me,
here.
is one of the all-time best games.
Alundra's awesome. Have you seen that? There's like a 40-minute like 2 Alundra documentary a guy on YouTube made, and it's really good. Like,
I have not seen that.
yeah, it's excellent. It's like a send up of its design and how it's designed, because on its surface it's basically a Link to the Past clone.
Oh, totally, yeah.
But once you dive into it a bit deeper, it's like the puzzles are way more complicated than they would
Oh,
ever
wow.
be in a Zelda game.
I mean, you can jump around corners. As soon as I figured that out, it opened up the second half of the game.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
No, I like that it's like if you want to play a game that really doesn't tell you anything
It
that's
doesn't.
supposed to be going on, it's
Yeah.
it's great because you don't really get much of that anymore. I thought Breath of the Wild kind of did that. It didn't really tell you what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
really refreshing in a way.
Yeah. I mean,
Especially for a
but that's like-
Nintendo game.
Yeah, especially for a Nintendo game.
I'm in the weird position where I like adored both like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, like for different reasons. Because I was like, I'm like that guy who loved the Zelda timeline, unfortunately. So I was really happy with Skyward Sword in that respect. But Breath of the Wild is totally like a massive breath of fresh air. I was just like, oh my god, they've made like this bokoblin like actually hurt me.
Yeah, see, I was so sick of Zelda games. I think, like,
Yeah,
I just
I think a lot of people-
really bored of them.
I think a
That's
lot of
it.
people were like
The
absolutely.
kind of the rinse and repeat gameplay, like okay, I'll get the bow, I'll get the blah blah blah,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
and this just completely mixed it up, and it was not at all what I was expecting.
I tried to argue in my review, and I think I've been vindicated a little bit. I tried to argue in my review of A Link Between Worlds. Oh, time.
Oh, it's a time game.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't do that bad score-wise. I was very
Oh,
close.
that's second.
I was very close to Greg.
I didn't realize it was a score game.
I didn't either.
The disparity between us wasn't as high as normal, although Dazz still had double what I had.
Yeah,
But yeah, the
so you
like,
did well, but you should still feel bad.
I should still feel bad, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's a balance, really. That's
Balance
probably the
before-
motto for my life. You've done well, but you should feel bad. Actually, that's more of a British thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
We're
If
rubbish.
you're not ashamed of yourself, you're
Yeah.
doing something wrong.
Yeah, we're rubbish. We take a little bit more pride up here in Scotland, but honestly, I can make endless jokes about Scotland. I argued in my review of A Link Between Worlds that was really the start of it. Like, because it has the thing where you can sort of break the open world structure slightly.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like that was Nintendo making that first step to... And I said, when I gave it we used to give scores, and then we didn't give scores, and blah blah blah. But at the time we were giving scores, and I gave the game a 9. And I was like, there's basically nothing wrong with A Link Between Worlds, but the reason I'm giving it a 9 is because I think Nintendo can make a game where they take the lesson from this of breaking the open world, and make a 3D Zelda in this style. And I feel like that's kind of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
true.
Like, oh my god! Oh, what? What was that? Oh, sorry. That built up really quickly. But yeah, so that's and Alundra, yeah. Normally, I try and collect NTSC games for playability reasons, but I couldn't resist. You know, Alundra PAL, published by Psygnosis.
Did it come with
It came
the
with a
little
guide.
strategy guide?
It came with a guide, and it's published by Psygnosis in Europe, which is an awesome thing because you know Psygnosis is basically the last remnants of the Amiga. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Best
Best logo.
They basically became PlayStation Liverpool, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Was it Liverpool?
one of the European PlayStation offices anyway.
Yeah.
I think they worked on Destruction Derby. But yeah, so finding that complete the other week, I snatched it up for a...
I actually, it's funny because I had a friend of mine who got it from a charity shop, and he was like, "Dude, I just found a Alundra in a charity shop for like £5. Do you want it?"
I think
And
I
I was
paid...
like, "Yes."
I think I paid 8, but $5 is unbelievably awesome. But even
Yeah.
8's pretty good.
Dude, that game is worth more than that for sure.
Oh, absolutely no! Like if you're collecting games to play them that way, and you want to play the originals or whatever, which is totally a line of an aspect I can respect. If people want to play the original copies or whatever,
It's not the best way necessarily.
no,
but
no,
yeah.
exactly. The best way is to get the PSN version or emulate it yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that, that is a killer deal. For the amount of hours you're going to get out of that, that game will tax your brain. It's such a shame about the
Oh
sequel.
my lord! Yeah. Well, the sequel is, to be honest, if you go back and play it now, it's actually not as bad as
It's
you remember.
interesting. It's interesting.
I think the real issue it had is that you can only compare it to the predecessor,
Yeah.
and that's just unfair on the game.
And it was in that
Yeah.
really awkward time of like early 3D where they hadn't quite got the handle on like camera controls and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Especially with that new 3D aspect.
And even though I like going back to those games, I really love a lot of those sort of wonky games that haven't really figured it out yet. because I like to see the point where, I mean, obviously, Mario 64, then Ocarina of Time. You had these mainstays where like they obviously figured out a bunch of camera control at once.
Well, Mario 64 was like the entire basis of 3D platform.
Yeah. Oh no, Mario 64 changed everything, like absolutely everything. I remember just being like, I managed to see a video of it running before it came out in Europe because we got it like 5 months later. The N64. We got it in like May 97 or something instead of end of 96 like the States. And I just remember like completely blowing my mind. I was only 10 in 97, so I was just like, what is this? We've lost someone. Let's see. It looks like we've lost Dean. Dean? I'll reinvite you.
Where am I? I'm here.
I'll reinvite you, don't worry.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realise we were pressing retry or what we were doing.
I could switch the game type if you prefer.
I don't mind.
Okay. But yeah, it was just mind blowing. It's totally nuts.
Yeah.
And I just got an SNES for Christmas '96.
Oh my god!
So that was good timing. And then so I was like asking my parents for the next Christmas. I was just like, oh come on!
Oh,
errored out. All right, we'll try this one more time, and we'll do a swap.
All right,
because that's been I think that's been our best mode so far.
Fusion is a weird one, man.
Oh, we're getting some follow. I'm getting the follow notification. So is the Twitch chat back, or are people just following us on Twitter? If you've just followed us, thank you very much. We stream every weeknight, approximately. Oh, I got a subscriber as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm actually incredibly very close friends with the person who just subscribed, so I know who that is. Thank you so much, Perry. I didn't think you'd be watching. That's great that we've got people still watching, even though Twitch is crapping out on us a bit. Unfortunately, it would happen on this stream, but we managed to get some follows at the beginning, so I'm quite pleased, and we've had fun, which is the important thing.
Well, if people ever want to ask us questions, I mean...
Yeah, absolutely. Just you can tweet them at us, and if the chat's working again, just fire the questions at us, please. I'm going to send you an invite again. What was I saying? I can't even remember. What was I talking about?
I think you were talking about retro video games.
That's probably the right answer in general. Yes. All right, I think we're
we were talking about, or we weren't really talking about, but you mentioned Streets of Rage earlier, Dean.
Oh
yes. And I can't.
Sorry, guys, I just popped a boner.
Streets of Rage 2 in
Streets of
particular.
Rage 2. I mean,
Yeah,
I love
so
1,
amazing.
but 2 is really the...
2 it's another level. That's
Yeah.
It's
like
one of the best games ever made, I
Yeah,
think.
2 is really good. Like when I talk to people about, I've got like I'm sure lots of people have this, but I've got like an arcade machine set up with MAME and everything, and I like to build things out of nonsense. When I set that up, the first thing I did was I played through a bunch of arcade fighting games to find what was like the best. And generally speaking,
it's Streets of Rage 2.
It was like generally speaking, I was still trying to find anything that matched the quality of Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah.
I think I've lagged out.
Yep.
Crashed as well. I
It's a
noticed
shame
it
'cause I
was
was gonna
lagging
win.
a little bit in the last match, actually.
Connection error. The match will end. Is it because I'm hosting? Do we want to
I
try?
don't know.
Does anyone else want to try hosting?
You could do.
Should we do a fusion rather than a swap?
Sure, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's both at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Oh god. Okay. All right. So what I determined, at least in my head, obviously it's all subjective. I would still say Streets of Rage 2 is probably the best, but a couple of other close contenders, I would say, are specifically the SNES version, and I know it doesn't have the 4-player, but I think it's a better feeling game because I've played them side by side. The SNES version of Turtles in Time.
Yeah, that game was real good.
And specifically the SNES version, because I've played the arcade version, because I've got it sitting there, and it actually doesn't feel as tight. It does.
Who's
have...
setting this up? Sorry, is it Dazz? Or...
Yeah, Dean, I just
Okay.
realised I don't have you on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can invite Dean.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you?
Can I bring him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I added you, but I guess
Oh, I did, but maybe you didn't accept. Maybe you just hate us. Maybe. That's
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's... okay.
I'll invite you again, Dean. But in terms of like actual arcade games, so far all the best ones we've listed have been actually like SNES and Mega Drive games.
Yeah.
But no, when it comes to actual arcade games, I think the original has aged quite a bit, and so have the Mega Drive ones of Golden Axe.
Oh yeah.
But Golden Axe 2, Death Adder's Revenge, which is an arcade exclusive. It was never ported to anything, to my knowledge. And like, someone correct me if I'm wrong, if there is a port of it somewhere. But it is, as far as I'm aware, it's an arcade exclusive, and it was made in like 95, 96. So it was like end of pixel era, and it's like a really top tier, like almost on the level of like Streets of Rage 2, I would say. Music's obviously not going to touch Streets of Rage 2, but still a really...
I think that's the thing, is that was the real seller of Streets of Rage as well. That soundtrack was
that
a
man can do
masterpiece.
stuff with the FM synthesis chip that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
Like generally speaking, I'm always like, all the consoles, well, not all the consoles, but like when I compare you look at the sound chip on the Amiga, which has its flaws, and the flaw being that it had so few channels, it only had 4, so a lot of games only had music or sound. But the quality of those channels was incredibly high. You could sample. And when I compare those to, like, you know, Sound Blasters at the time, or the Mega Drive synthesis chip or whatever, I'm just like, God, they just sound like toys by comparison. But then you look at what that guy could do with the Mega Drive chip, and it's just on another level.
Yeah, the soundtrack's so good.
Oh man, what are these? Oh no! Is this the fusion things, these double ones?
Yeah, this is all a bit weird.
Oh my goodness. If you're still watching out there, please give us a follow, or give us a shout on Twitter, and I'll talk to you later on. I'll pass any questions along.
I don't know what's happening.
Yep, that's basically where I'm at. Oh no.
How
Am I doing
peculiar.
well? No. Feels like I'm not.
These blocks are quite big.
If you fire the Tetris blocks down fast enough, you can get them before they turn into Puyo Puyo. Oh,
They also go through the PUYO blocks.
Oh my... What? Oh, this is... Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, this is a real
Oh, this is
something else.
None of us are talking right now. You'll notice.
This is a
I'm very
thinker.
confused. Yeah, what's going on?
But yeah, if any of you ever set up a MAME setup, you know, I mean, a completely legal arcade machine.
I've never actually built the arcade machine.
It's an awesome experience. I definitely recommend it. If you do, the interface I would recommend at the moment, although it might have aged a little bit since I made this, it was 2 years ago, I would recommend Hyperspin.
Yeah, see, I used Hyperspin for a little while, but I quite like Launchbox.
Launchbox is awesome. I was going to say the problem with Hyperspin is you really need the complete media packs, otherwise it kind of falls apart.
And Launchbox itself actually just does a lot of the bloody effort.
It does a lot on its own, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I do recommend building one of those. I got like a kit off of like a sort of what was the material again? PCV kit, and then I put Sanwa buttons and sticks in it, and then it has a PC inside it basically that I'm hiding everything on, and that way I can also run stuff like Street Fighter 4 and Streets of Rage Remake.
Yeah. That's what I really want to do.
Streets of Rage Remake is so good. Have you heard of this, Dean? Have you played Streets
No,
of Rage?
is this a remake of the first one?
So no, it's basically it was a fan project where they combined all 3 games into one,
Oh wow!
and
Okay,
it's pretty fantastic, to be honest.
I have to check that
It
out.
has like multiple routes. It has like different endings. It has all these unlockables. You can unlock
A lot
Mr.
of people
X.
have made their own games out of it as well.
Yeah, because it's already so comprehensive. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Mr. X is an unlockable character. It's really good. I really recommend it.
Wait, where can you get it? Is it an
You might
emulator?
have to look around for it. Let's say.
Okay.
Because Sega weren't too pleased with it because it's
Yeah, I bet.
It's really good, and it's better than what they could do.
yeah, it's the Sonic Mania problem.
Yeah.
Except they didn't embrace it. God, I loved Sonic Mania as well, but that's another discussion.
Yeah.
I still need to
absolutely.
play that. I was going to download it on the Switch.
You should just get the new
Plus
one.
version that's coming out this summer. Yeah.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. Although, even if you get it now, the DLC is only going to be $4
Yeah, that's true.
to upgrade to the Plus version. So
So what does the Plus version add?
it adds 2 more characters and a remixed level mode, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to add Mighty, I think. Is it Mighty?
It's yeah,
It's
two of those.
one of the
characters.
Chaotix.
Mighty the Armadillo and Fang the Weasel. Is it?
Yeah,
No.
from Sega Sonic Arcade.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's right.
Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, anyway, Dean, definitely, absolutely, totally recommend both Sonic Mania and Streets of Rage Remake. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Uh,
Because I hadn't heard of that at all.
Now, it's not as good a game as any of the ones we've been talking about. But if you want to talk killer soundtracks, Double Dragon Neon.
See, I never played it, man.
Double Dragon Neon gets a lot of hate because it feels...
I think because it looked a bit wacky for me.
Yeah, and it feels a bit overly 80s, but
Yeah.
when you're playing it, it's relatively earned. And also, it has possibly the greatest ending song in a video game. I would
That's a
almost go
bold
that
statement.
far. I would almost go that far.
Surely, Eyes on Me at the end of Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh,
I like Eyes on Me, but
Fei Wong. Fei Wong.
that's all I've got to say about that. Oh.
I mean, I like Final Fantasy 18, but
Fei Wong, I think, is probably one of the greatest singers who has ever lived.
We had a moment completing Final Fantasy VIII recently
Oh yeah.
because we remember it being really hard, and it is not.
oh yeah, once you abuse the draw system, it just falls to bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Irvin is a bad man.
Yeah. So okay then, that's a question. What's everyone's favorite ending theme to a game?
Ending theme.
Ending theme.
Kingdom
That's
Hearts, man.
That's a challenge.
I mean, I'm pretty partial to anything in MGS 1 or 3. So both.
See, MGS4, the opening was so strong.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I'm a big defender of MGS4. Like,
Yeah, man, that's because it was a good game. Don't care what people say.
yeah, I love it. I to me, as far as I'm concerned, that's the last Metal Gear Solid game.
See, I like 5.
Oh,
I think 5 is...
I think 5's a great game.
Yeah, but it was
I don't think it's a great Metal Gear Solid game.
totally understandable as well. I get that.
Yeah. Damn it. The best is yet to come from Metal Gear Solid 1. And what was the name? God, the theme from the end credits of MGS3, where it's talking about it's like a way to fall. That's it, way to fall, and it's about the sins of a father being passed on to the sins of the son. And it's just like perfect for MGS3 because that's it's about that character.
I still actually I have a conflicting view with most people in that I think 3 was not the best one.
I don't think 3 is the best one. I think 3.
I actually think 2 is probably one of the best ones.
Well, 2 is kind of ahead of its time, and it was kind of unfairly maligned for that.
I guess it depends if we're talking about mechanics or
Yep,
what is actually the best game.
Yeah, what is actually the best
Because-
game?
Yeah,
I think MGS3 just takes it on mechanics just because the game I mean, it looked so good, especially at the time.
Yep.
It worked so well, especially at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of story, it's like it's gotten more Japanese, you know?
Yeah.
Like more anime, like more everyone's someone, and just
We'll do
everyone's someone. I like
you know what I mean?
we'll do one more so we can finish this conversation.
You know, because the first one is pretty out there, and actually the second one's really out there.
Yeah.
But the third one, because it's like trying to link everything together, it gets pretty like what?
So the third one is trying to bring it back down to earth after 2.
Yeah.
And because of that, it has to enter real world events in a way that MGS hadn't already. I mean, like, there was a little bit of it in 1, and there's certainly a bit of it if you go back into the backstory for like Metal Gear 1 and 2 on MSX, but generally speaking, it was never as quite as clear cut as 3. By the way, I don't know if anyone's played it, but Metal Gear 2 is awesome. It's pretty. I mean, it's still going to be a pretty hard game for most people to play these days.
I sort of just you reminded me that I think Peace Walker is probably one of my favorite games.
Peace Walker's good. Yeah, I like Peace Walker.
I kind of forgot that it existed.
I'm also kind of a defender of Portable Ops. Because it
was alright at the time.
It's basically the prototype for Peace Walker.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one moment in where you lose a soldier. Alright, spoilers, folks. Spoilers. Spoilers for Portable Ops, okay? I'm going to say this loud because I hate spoilers.
And no one's going to play it, so it's fine.
Well, even I rarely even take that view because we get some weird audiences sometimes. Spoiler. So there's a moment where, and it's kind of like, you can see it's more of the sort of like pushing Big Boss down that path of like wanting to be him versus the world. And there's a moment where you lose your first recruited soldier in the game. And it comes up, it's like the end of this huge dramatic cutscene, and then a simple text box comes up and says, Johnny has died.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, well, that's partly the joke that his name would be Johnny. Yeah. But your first soldier is called Johnny as a nod to that, and it really hurts you losing your first soldier because he's like the one you like at the beginning of the game. You sort of have to talk him around and interrogate him and turn him on to Big Boss's side, and it's when you start to see him becoming the legend. And yeah, it's a really effective moment, and it only happens in Portable Ops. And Portable Ops is...
I like games that have a narrative driven by mechanics like that, or done in a way in which it isn't, hey, you're supposed to feel upset about something.
Yeah, it's very earned. It's very earned because you had that soldier from the beginning of the game. So that's an awesome moment in Portable Ops. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid story on the whole. I will defend.
Again, like praises to the fourth one. I thought.
I think they tied it up pretty damn well considering what they were dealing with.
Yeah, man.
Like they did a damn good job. They managed to they wrapped up every plot thread and kind of pulled it off.
They had enough references to go back to as well, and enough things that are kind of loose. And it's like, I remember the big one was that isn't Deep Throat the DARPA chief?
Oh, yeah. Well, spoilers, folks, for MGS4. A game that came out in 2008, but still, just in case.
It's also not even an important thing.
It's not. That's what's awesome about it, though. It's like it would only matter to an MGS geek.
Someone who really gives a shit about every individual.
Really cares about it. They're like, second is We met him years ago.
But that was the thing. It blew my mind enough that I was like, this whole game, that's it. That's the story for me. Is learning that. Yeah,
that would have been good enough. But then they have tons and tons of shout-out moments like that throughout the whole thing. I love, obviously, Chapter 4. I won't say much about Chapter 4, but I'll just say I love Chapter 4. It's the massive nostalgic fest, but it feels relatively earned. Chat's back! Yay!
Oh, what? Crazy.
Just in time to say goodbye.
Stealth says Metal Gear 2, not Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear 2 is literally one of my favourites. For a 2D game, they have a lot of the modern mechanics down in rudimentary form. Yeah, that's what I was going to basically say. Basically, like, if you go back to Metal Gear 2, it is totally just a prototype for Solid, like Solid 1. It has like, even Metal Gear 1 had the trapdoors, but it has like...
it did.
It has like sneaking through boxes, it has a conveyor belt that you can land on, it has like... You know the sequence in Metal Gear Solid 1 where 3 soldiers have stolen spare prototypes of Otacon's stealth suit? And, and you're on a lift. And then he's like, okay, hang on, what's the weight limit of this lift? And to figure this out. That sequence is verbatim taken from Metal Gear 2.
Oh wow!
Doesn't surprise me, man.
So
he must have come up with like cool ideas and then gone. That one.
It's absolutely worth your time, especially because the intro song is so good. It's so good. It's called "Theme of Solid Snake," and it sounds like a lost. Like something just a lost 80s album not techno, but like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Like a kind of synthy thing.
A synthy thing, yeah.
Yeah, I like synthy things.
It's so good. I mean, I love the music in Metal Gear 1 as well, like frequency 102.85 and theme of Tara as well. Do that one. But the stuff in Metal Gear 2 is so good. And it's really where, like, there was some story in Metal Gear 1, don't get me wrong. But Metal Gear 2 is where they started using, like, character portraits and, like... people...
And they're all traced?
Yeah, oh yeah, they are! in the original MSX version of it, not if you play the port that's on Subsistence. If you play the original MSX version...
Oh, did they change them?
In the Subsistence port, they redrew them in the style of Metal Gear Solid 1.
So that makes sense.
Which looks really cool, but it's really funny seeing them in the, we've just...
Like, there's literally just, like...
We've traced Sean Connery.
Danny DeVito, or...
Yeah, we've traced Sean Connery, we've traced, like, here's Michael Benn, we've stolen him. It's really...
Sid Vicious was in there?
Yeah, there's some awesome stuff in there. But no, I definitely recommend, if you want... It's hard, and it's obviously going to be difficult to go back to, but it is so... It's one of the... I would say it's still one of the better Metal Gear games in a way, because it's set up Solid so well. Kitty says, what's your favourite ending song of dinner? What?
For dinner?
I don't know what that question means, Kitty. Oh, okay. It's because Susan asked earlier in the chat, once the chat revived, what's your favourite ending theme of Did You Know Gaming?
Ending theme?
So is that the themes you play when you're bringing up the credits or something?
Well, so for Region Locked, which is sort of me and Greg kind of just threw together some assets and did. We didn't really have a lot of time to plan it. We just took the town music from a game called Soleil. Or
Soldier of Senti? Sword of Senti.
Sword of Senti, is it? Yeah.
And now Kitty has revealed that they're just annoying us in the chat. They're being very silly.
I can't believe that for a second.
Okay.
But yeah, man, like, we've worked out a good way of making good music is take a Mega Drive song and slow it down.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of, like... What was it? There's a good question. What's a Mega Drive game, specifically Mega Drive? What's a Mega Drive game you grew up with, which isn't very good, but you have fond memories of?
Soleil.
Is that your?
Soleil, yeah.
Is that your main one?
Half of them. Super Hydlide.
Kid Chameleon for me.
Yeah, that was an alright
choice,
man.
I really like Sonic Spinball.
Sonic Spinball's... Listen, I love digital pinball though, so I'll give it a bit more of a pass than it deserves.
I really liked F-22. It's like a flight simulator game. Big fan.
Okay. James Pond Robocop.
That's not a Mega Drive game, Dean.
I played it on the Mega Drive.
That's an Amiga game, Dean.
I played it on the Mega Drive.
That's an Amiga game.
You're both lying. We all know it was the best DS game ever made.
Oh my god, yeah, they did port it, didn't they?
Yeah, man, it was Shit.
No, the Mega Drive version of James Bond is pretty good, but it's not. It doesn't sound quite right. All right, legitimate question before we close out. Then, how about this? What's your favorite part of working on Did You Know Gaming, and what's the part you like the least?
Ooh.
So I'll just bump us back to the main menu to say goodbye and everything.
I think favorite part is probably when we actually sounds really cheesy, and I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to be like, I don't know, jerking off the fans or whatever, but getting the responses of people going like, I absolutely love this game and no one talks about it. Or with the recent thing, we covered accessibility in video games.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was like a lot of people who had physical disabilities who were like, no one talks about this, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a nice feeling when people actually kind of enjoy the thing for another level besides we did a decent job.
Nice. Did you see the Danny O'Dwyer documentary about
that? Which one was that?
God,
no, someone linked us to it and I was going to watch it.
Yeah, it's very good. I'd recommend it. Sorry, I'll let you continue.
Well,
I like having thing is, when you're looking at the trivia, you always think like, how can I stretch this one line of trivia into 3 paragraphs? How can I make that work? And then you always end up digging, and then you just find more and more about it, you know? Especially like more recently, we've been looking at things like lawsuits, and they go so deep. It's like a bottomless pit of just like...
Actually, yeah, you're right. This one in
really fun to look into.
Is there a particular example? Yeah?
It's like EA and Madden, basically. You would not believe. You would have
my word.
Literally everybody on the planet who knows what football is trying to sue EA.
Yeah, it's like 15 people all at once. Actually, my favorite one that we found was the Stargate SG-1. It wasn't actually Stargate SG-1, it was the Stargate MMO.
Yeah.
And the guy... And all it was a line on Wikipedia. That, you know, they tell you not to use Wikipedia, but it's actually an excellent tool, so ignore your teachers.
Especially if you look for revisions, I'm guessing.
That's right. No, and it's one line, and it says, the guy was sued about something. And I was like, there's got to be more to that. That, you know, no one just gets sued, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out he had this, like, massive scheme where he set up a bunch of shell companies, and he was selling or promoting shares in his own company, which made the game. And he ended up selling something like 50 million shares in the game, which means everyone combined owned less than 1% of the company he was selling.
So he screwed the economy.
Oh yeah, like crushed it. And he's still getting sued to this day over that.
Nice.
And it's like, 15, 20 years ago almost.
All for a Stargate game.
All for Stargate.
All for Stargate.
Yeah.
Seriously, isn't even on anymore. Like.
No, exactly.
They're making a new show.
Is it a reboot or?
Is it a Netflix original?
I don't even think it's either of those. I think it's worse.
If it doesn't have Richard Dean Anderson in it, I'm not interested.
I want Richard Spader. Richard Spader.
I think it's like a YouTube show.
Or
something.
Right, okay.
So, I mean, really, expectations shouldn't even exist.
Ready Up, who is Susan, says Stargate Origins. Is that the name of it?
Yes, that is it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Alright, I was going to let you go, but we do have one more quick question.
Okay.
Sure.
If you could mash up any two Puyo Puyo Tetris, any two games in the style of Puyo Puyo Tetris, what would they be? Ready Up, and this was originally asked by Antsy. Ready Up was reposting it. His or their one would be Dungeon Keeper and Theme Hospital.
That's a good one.
But what are yours?
That's a good
on the spot question, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like
two games in the style. Wait, do you mean in that they're like mashed together, or do you mean like two games and make them into puzzle games, put them together?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I would assume the former because the latter is very specific.
If you could combine two like games and their mechanics together, like any two games,
I know it would be the old Blade Runner game.
Oh, the adventure game.
Oh, that game was
the adventure game, and The Witcher 3.
Nice.
Now, hopefully, Cyberpunk 2077, they're just going to do it for me.
We're watching you, CD Projekt Red.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. They really have to make the best game of all time, don't they?
It's kind of
Otherwise, they're in trouble. They've set the bar too high.
And it's like it is in no way bad, but it's really funny going back to The Witcher 1 now. And
So crap, dude.
Well,
I thought it was pretty crap.
I'm trying to defend it. I'm trying to be reasonable here, but yes, it's not compared to The Witcher 3. It's hilarious, right?
I think if you really sat there and thought, okay, I can see where it's going.
Yeah.
You would give that game a lot less flack than it.
Yeah.
You know, but when I first played that, it was a very difficult, not well-made RPG.
Yeah.
Because it was unfair, rather. You know, it wasn't that sort of Dark Souls style of like, oh, it's hard because you're not good.
Yeah.
It's like it's just
It's
hard.
just hard, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I would want to mash up. I just want to put this out there: Katamari and Mass Effect.
Oh,
Just rolling up the planets.
yeah.
Like a real deep emotional journey where you can pick and choose your answers and develop relationships.
You know what? You'd be rolling around planets to collect the minerals.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. I think we're actually onto something
I
here.
think we're on something. Okay. Susan approves of Katamari Mass Effect. I would play that game.
It would probably be better than Andromeda.
Oh, easy,
Oh,
man.
sing! Throwing shade on Andromeda as well. Best use of the Mako, says Susan, yeah. For me, it would be... I would mix Road Rash and I would have Criterion make it. And it would be...
Oh, yes!
It'd be Road Rash Paradise.
Oh, all right. I'm into that.
Yep. I mean, I think I would make it a bit bigger than Paradise because you need those long stretches of roads.
You need proper long stretches, man.
for a Road Rash game.
I feel like you need more commitment to the like, just smashing people with the chain.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
I think following on from like some of the games that we've been talking about in this show, maybe Metal Gears of Rage. So it's Streets of Rage, but you're Solid Snake. Yeah, well, you're trying to sneak around, and all of those punks are just wandering around, and you're in, one of those kind of trash cans that's got the chickens in, and you're just kind of like sneaking around, and occasionally you see Snake's head stick out the lid. And
all I can think of is like there's an animation of Raiden in the second one where he flips over a railing, and I can just imagine that with the flipping over the enemies.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
absolutely, yeah.
And it would actually fit perfectly.
That's pretty good. I quite like that as well. Yeah, and you could have like different Metal Gears. Which could be like big screen-filling bosses, or you could have the smaller Metal Gears could be rideable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it could be like you just smash through hordes of enemies, like in a sort of punching through them. But
dude, that would be sick.
That's we've got some good ideas here. Let's workshop this.
I'm going to get on EA about that Mass Effect.
we need to get some licenses.
So we need to. So who's got the Road Rash license right now? Like,
Oh, it's probably gone and dead and burnt.
yeah. Legitimately, there's like I've got like a list of licenses I want to buy if I'm ever a millionaire. Like, because I'm pretty sure the rights for like Turrican sold for like $2,000 a couple of years ago, and I want to bring back Turrican. So
yeah, Turrican was the bomb,
and his soundtrack is amazing as well. Chris Stolbeck is Husselbeck. I can't pronounce his surname. Genius though, genius. Anyway, we could talk here for hours. And we kind of already have. I mean, that's a full 2 hours. We've 2:10 we've been talking for.
Sorry.
No, do not apologise. This is excellent content. We had a peak viewership of 28 people. Currently got 10 people in the chat, which is still really good considering Twitch crashed. If anybody wants to give us a follow and hasn't already, please do. Subscriptions are also available if you've got a spare Prime membership one to burn or whatever. You get a couple of benefits, including access to our Discord server, which lets you play games with us, multiplayer games like this, or Fortnite. We play a lot of Fortnite. We're always looking for a fourth there usually. So you've been invited to our Discord. You get a custom title and you get a custom emote as well. So if you do have a Prime subscription to burn, we're always there for that. But yes, a follow is absolutely appreciated though. We're trying to break 325. We stream every weeknight, 8 PM. Different streamer every night. I'm Mondays, Susan's Tuesdays, Wednesdays are Fran, and Thursdays are Stuart. And Friday is Casual Friday, where we do our multiplayer stream. Ansi just subscribed. Big shout out to Ansi. I'll send you your subscription, your Discord link after the stream. That's 2 subscriptions in 1 stream. That's really excellent work, guys.
Kudos to Nancy.
Well done, Nancy. And also give a shout out to Perry. And yeah, a massive, massive, massive thanks to Dazz and Greg for joining us for this stream. It's been super fun, and we got lots of nonsense trivia and silly questions, and just...
That's our bag.
That's our bag! That's our bag. And despite Twitch crashing, I think we did very well. And I was horrendously bad, but who cares? I came close to Dean's score most of the time, so that's my...
Yeah. I know I wasn't even talking as much as you, so I don't know what my...
it's...
I kind of went on autopilot for like the last hour and a half, I think.
That's totally fine. I think that's good. Anyway, yes, please join us tomorrow at 8 PM BST/UTC+1 for Susan playing Ni no Kuni 2. I will give you guys a chance to promo your stuff before I close this out.
Well, we make videos on Did You Know Gaming. It's youtube.com/something.
What is it? Oh, it's Did You Know Gaming, right?
Did You Know
Because
Gaming.
somebody else pikey Did You Know Gaming.
No, that's Twitter. I don't.
Oh, that's
remember.
Twitter. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we're on. Just look up Did You Know Gaming. It comes up, man. It just comes up. That's where we are.
And also the Spriters resource.
And also Spriters resource if you're looking for your little pixely bits of goodness, or your
You want
3D
anything ripped
models,
from, like an obscure SNES ROM that was released only in Japan on the Super
Yeah,
Famicom?
man, I've ripped like almost 100,000 sprite sheets on there. You guys should all check them out. 'Cause
Wow,
apparently
that's a lot.
I've dedicated like 15 of my years of my life to it without even realizing it.
Jeez,
So,
I've ripped about 3 or 4 sprite sheets, and that was difficult.
eventually, man, you don't even realize you're doing it.
you've got the pattern down now.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, I think that's most of our promo then. The archive for this will be tweeted out later in the week, and it'll also be placed on our YouTube archives channel. But in the meantime, I wish you all a lovely week. I'm going to head over to the thank you screen now.
Wonderful.
And
We're going to eat some bolognese.
time for bolognese.
It must be quite cold right now.
A big thank you to Greg for holding off on
It's
that.
still cooking. That's the secret.
Oh, that's the
that
secret.
must be
All
real
right, okay.
tasty.
All right. Well, a big thank you to you both on holding off on your dinner for our sake.
Thank you for having us.
It was fun, man.
It's been lovely.
You're more than welcome to join us anytime.
Yeah, no,
I was
it's
hanging
been
out
fun.
with you guys.
Excellent. All right, everyone have a great week, and please join us tomorrow at 8 PM BST for Ni no Kuni 2. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.